Sagittarius, welcome to 20 Tarot. This is Natalie. So this is your reading for May 2021, and this reading is for both couples and singles. This spread kind of fits well for that. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and you may want to check out your other signs, Rising, Moon, and Venus. And if none of those resonate, then by all means check me out another month, okay? So I'm going to start with the tarot spread first, and then we're going to dive into the other cards. Okay, so here we go. Sagittarius, your love goal. Your love goal is the 10 of Cups, a happy home, happy children. And you have this beautiful castle in the back. Everything is perfect, okay? Lots of emotions, and it's all good. What you can offer, what you do offer to a relationship is the Knight of Cups. So you're very good at making offers. You're very loving. You're very thoughtful. You're always, thinking of them and coming up with new things to treat them, kind of thing, okay? What you lack, however, is the Queen of Pentacles. And to me, this is about, it could be financial status, like the ability to have abundance financially. You have a lot of emotions, but maybe you lack the money, okay? And then the type of partner that you don't want, though, is one that's in and out. Extremely passionate. I mean, it's a Sagittarius card. Doesn't mean it's you, but it's someone who's in and out, someone who keeps secrets. They don't always tell you what they're doing, but they're like hot one minute, cold the next kind of scenario. The kind of lover that you do want is one that is the Lover's card. Okay, so someone who's able to decide what they want in life and are loving. I'm going to leave it at that because the Lover's card is the Lover's card, right? Like a soulmate kind of card. The heart of the matter is the Devil. Oh, toxicity. Either you are toxic to yourself or toxic with your partner, or your partner is toxic with you if you're in a partnership. Or, like I said, if you're single, you have toxicity around you that you need to get rid of. What can you do to make this work? You need to transform yourself from the Devil to the Emperor. And the Emperor is about being in control. Being in control, in total control of your kingdom. And I'm going to just leave it at that. The bottom of the deck, the energy is the Eight of Pentacles, meaning work needs to be done. Refining needs to be done. Mastering the art needs to be done. And most likely because of this toxicity here. You need to pay attention to that and work on that, Sagittarius. Of course, this is not going to work for everybody, this reading, but take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And the toxicity doesn't necessarily mean it's an addiction or anything like that. It could be just negative thoughts, just in a negative thought pattern, you know? All right, so I'm going to take some cards to clarify what it is that you're lacking in the relationship, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So let's see how, what kind of cards can support that, or how to fix that situation, how to improve on that situation for Sagittarius. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and we have the Five of Wands. So if it's the panic, if it's a lack of money, which I think it is, it's maybe not so much lack of money, but lack of wealth. Okay, so built wealth. Maybe, you're starting off in life and you don't have a whole lot of money. But the Six of Pentacles calls for you to be able to make sure that you have enough. But they always say that it's always good to give as well. 10% of your salary should go to some charitable donations. It's the law of attraction. You give to receive, right? So if you're in lack of money at this point, try to help others that have less than you have, and that will come around. That ship will turn around. The Page of Swords to me is about having clarity, truth, and ideas, being able to recognize them and maybe start thinking that way. And then the Five of Wands to me is about getting involved with other people. And this is probably why I'm saying maybe if you don't have money as such to give away, at least some of your time. I mean, this card looks a little chaotic, but it's also a little childlike. These are pages, right? So it's small energies, but these fives, these people on the five here look like teenagers, and there's chaos, a bit of chaos. They're sparring, they're having fun, they're training, they're play fighting, right? Maybe you need to spend some time with dedicating some of your time, like volunteering with children that need help, some kind of help, some guidance. And maybe that will turn your ship around. And maybe you'll find that it doesn't matter overall if you don't have a whole lot of money or wealth. You're being able to nurture other children or other people, and that'll make you feel very confident in yourself. And worthy, right? Self-worth. You'll have self-worth. I hope that makes sense for you. Anyways, we'll move on, Sagittarius. So here we go with the Whispers of Love. Oh, okay. I'm going to take that one. Actually, there's two. I'm going to take both of them because they came out. So I think I have another tripod. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll set it up. Not tripod, but an easel. Okay. All right. So the card that flipped on the table is card number 47. And it says, physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. And I think this is exactly what I was talking about. If you cannot give them money, you cannot share some of your wealth, at least be there physically for them. I think this goes hand in hand with this. Because the Queen of Pentacles is one that's very nurturing towards the loved ones that she has in her life. Loved ones don't always have to be family. They can be friends. They can be these children that you are going to be helping out. Or if it's not children, we always say that the elderly turn into children. They could be old people. At this time of day with COVID, the old people are left alone a lot of times. So maybe you're going to be attending some kind of old group home where you're going to provide some assistance or some volunteer work to call on these older people. But, a physical touch is important. And that card is 4 plus 7, so that's like 11. 11 is justice, and it's balanced energies. So we have the scales here on this card. Justice. Justice has truth and also clarity, and is right, does right by people. So, you're doing this already with your partner if you're in a partnership, because you're already the good knight, the Knight of Cups, who's doing the offers and very, romantic in all of that. And this guy's very romantic on this card. He's knelt down and kissing her hand. Very romantic. But maybe you need to extend that to other people outside of your circle of two or circle of family. Here we have card number 30, which is true love. This love is once in a lifetime love. This is a card that kind of flipped on my hand. Again, they're almost kissing. And this is card number 30, so that reduces down to 3, which speaks of expansion. Fireworks. So anyways, if you're not in a relationship at this point, you could be ultimately finding the true love of your life. Don't forget to touch, right? You do need to work on yourself, though. You need to get better control over yourself. And maybe through the work that you'll be doing, and maybe through the volunteering, if you're doing volunteering, you're going to meet someone. Whatever floats for you and works for you, okay? So let's pick some cards from this deck now. I'll take this one. We have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Look, you're falling in love with someone new if you're single. Or at least you could be, right? Okay, this one here, we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. I think you do that already. I think you're very attentive to your partner, to your partner's needs. You're very good at that, Sagittarius, from what I can see from the spread. So continue doing that. I just want to fix these cards. I don't like when they get all scrambled. So here we go. Well, I guess it's this one. All right, so this one says, emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Okay, so the resentment may have come in at one point or another because of toxicity in the relationship. And, you know, the essence of putting in a lot of work is probably on both ends. As much as the other person may have been toxic or you have been toxic, in some instances, you need to work on yourself and your partner needs to also deal with the emotions from the hurt that they've suffered. And this is, you know, it's a vicious cycle when things like that happen, but I'll leave it there. Doesn't mean that all cards will resonate with you, but somewhere, someone will probably have something that resonates with them from these cards, okay? So here's potential outcomes from the After Tarot for Sagittarius for the month of May. We have the King of Swords and we have the King of Wands. Wow, 2 kings. I like it. So very action-oriented. But what I really like is the King of Swords has cut out something. His sword is no longer high in the sky, and he's no longer confrontational and aggressive. The analytical part and the cutting part's been done. Now he's able to relax. He's actually put that sword in the ground, so that thing is over. Whatever that was is over. It's past, right? Now he can focus on the communications, what he's good at, with his falcon. So now he can start relaxing and enjoying himself. And then we have the King of Wands, the fully confident, passionate king. Okay, so typically King of Swords is associated with Scorpio and the King of Wands is associated with Leo. I don't see a whole lot of other signs. I mean, there's a lot of signs. There's Aries, there's Capricorn, there's Gemini, there's Pisces, there's Sagittarius, Taurus, and Leo again on this, and again Virgo. So, but regardless, it could be any sign that could be involved with you or that you would find or meet. But the essence is that you become kings at the end of this work. Very good kings. I like this. Okay, here's the time where I will ask you to ask yourself a question that could be answered with a yes or no answer. And you can ask 3 questions because I'm pulling 3 cards, okay? Again, they may not always resonate, but just know that typically it's 1 question and you pick one of the 3 cards. Okay, so I'm going to cut the deck. And it'll be this and this here. So question number 1, the answer is this card. Question number 2, answers this card. And question number 3, the answer is that card. Time to pause the video if you still haven't put your questions together. Okay, question number 1, the answer is no, there's something better. Question number 2, yes, but be assertive. Question number 3, yes, but helpful people. So either you need to be seeing someone that's going to help you, or I sincerely think that you need to help others. You need to help others, or you need to get help from others. All right, my dear Sagittarius, I hope you like this, and we'll see you next month. So all the best to you, and see you in June.